Hello everyone, this is Keith Ritual, and today we are doing concealer and corrector for under eyes. Also blemishes, which we really don't have. So we're going to just sort of talk about it. So we are going to start with, I'm actually going to be doing something different than he is this time. So, wait, did we even introduce you?
Oh yeah, hey, I'm Tanner. By the way, in case you cared.
By the way, we just finished filming the last video after this, so I thought I introduced him in my head. So this is Tanner. You might remember from my 31 Days of Halloween video of him body paint. Also my previous video. But we are going to start with correcting, concealing, mostly for under eyes, because that is literally something everyone deals with on a daily basis. So I honestly don't wear concealer, and he doesn't have much of a dark circle. So we're gonna pretty much.
Really great for.
We're really great for training on
this.
Although I am, because I do it every day, just on myself. So what I usually use, I use a corrector. If you've seen me do this in my past videos. So what you do with a corrector is you pretty much just go focus it on the dark circle area that you want to get rid of. And so I just sort of want to put a little bit here, and I'm just gonna do this one because. So I just sort of put it underneath my eye, as such. And then I take a beauty blender and just blend that in. And you can see how it cancels out all the darkness that you probably can't even see on this camera, even though it's high def. So there you got that. Then I would always recommend is if you're using a corrector to cover it with a concealer or a foundation. I'm going to use my own foundation. And I'm just going to cover that up. And there we go. That is a quick, simple fix for under eyes. Now we're going to be doing a little bit different on Tanner. So you want to get your color ready? So we're using RCMA palette because I honestly I don't use concealers on myself. It's only in my kit. So I have palettes for this. So we're using the color OL2. So take your brush into that. Quite a bit. No, that's enough. So you're going to want to draw triangles underneath the eye. So,
down.
Yes.
Down.
So you want to follow sort of parallel with the nasolabial fold and just sort of draw it on. Don't really worry about it. Got a bigger triangles.
Yeah.
Here.
Just
So I'm going to do this one.
Show me one.
Okay, look at the camera. So we're going to go down and then we're going to go here. And then we're going to do a little bit inside. And that is the triangle. So now we actually sort of matched his color because we don't really want to highlight with this. You can use a lighter shade to highlight. And then your blend. And then you want to blend this with, again, with a beauty blender or whatever you use. There's also like buffing brushes for under eye, which I don't possess because I don't use them on my normal basis. But they do sell at places like Sephora. You just want to do a little bit firmer pats and just sort of blend it out. Let's see. There you go. You could also use this around the nose. So draw this like just around your nose area. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna like take it right here. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side. And then you're gonna blend. Yeah, a little firm. There you go. We gotta firm it. Now, the best way to hold a beauty blender is like this. So you just tap.
Gotcha.
Which you immediately forgot 2 seconds later.
Wait, I don't even how I hold it or what?
Like this.
Oh, and then with that. Okay,
You don't
I got
actually
it.
squeeze. You just push it.
I
into
got
your
it.
face.
Okay, yeah, I was not getting that.
Okay.
Got it.
Now that we're done with that, you would want to set your makeup. You would just use a setting powder. We have the shade Ballet here, which is actually a very low-end brand compared to what I normally wear. I know, I sound really nice because of that. But, so what I recommend is just sort of patting it on lightly, but if you're like us, we're going to bake. So baking is when you sort of cake that crap on. And what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much, you know where we just put the concealer? We're going to layer the hell out of it. Now we're only going to do under eyes in this. You can bake your whole face if you want, but only mostly on the highlight zones. You don't really want to bake the whole face, you just want to sort of focus in highlights.
How am I doing it with this? Like that,
Just tap.
just tap. Just, and then just like
Yes. This is also very popular among drag queens, to keep that concealer on all night. And you will get messy, so I recommend if you are going to bake to get dressed afterwards or wear something you don't mind getting caked. But don't worry, dust off. We just...
Am I pretty yet?
Clean you up a little bit. So we're going to leave that on for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll be back as soon as we're done baking. We added a little bit more powder. So you could also bake with a beauty blender or any kind of tool. Like he used a brush, I used a pad.
Well, use the brush and then the beauty blender. So.
Well, yeah. Well,
Really
you could just do one, or you could do more than one. A little bit more right here. So the reason you bake is so with people. Some people get a lot of creases. I know I do because I have a lot of wrinkles underneath my eye. You have a few. I know I'm like calling him out on his wrinkles, but even though you're like half my age. So what it is, when you bake, it actually, your skin is heating up the powder and cooking it into your face.
Choking on it currently.
We get like a little desk lounge around here. It's actually cooking the powder into your face and helping it so that it really creates a nice velvety smooth layer on your face so it doesn't move. So now it's about time for us to dust it off. You want to take your brush, I'm going to take my palette, and we're just going to dust it off. With very light, don't like rub it off, just light strokes. Now I don't recommend baking for anyone that's extremely dry unless you take care of your skin, because too much powder can dry out your skin even more. And nobody wants to feel dehydrated. You're always thirsty. So, here.
Rude.
Okay, so. And that is how you bake. That's it. Also, this definitely would never be a final step for your look if you are baking because you're going to be highlighted without contour. We're going to go contouring in a future video, but with this look, you don't want to just put it on and go out the door. You want to throw a little bit of bronzer, maybe a little something on there, just so you aren't looking whitewashed. Like you can, like I usually do bake up here as well, but today we are not doing that. So like, okay, so now we're going to go over blemishes. Like we use the same color, yeah, you're drawing out. So we actually use the same color concealer under his eyes and his actual skin just so we wouldn't highlight as much. But you can also use this to cover any blemishes that you might have on the skin and tap it with your finger just to keep that build up quite high. And then you would of course use a setting powder and you would just use that on a normal brush and just sort of set that makeup. And yeah, so that's pretty much how you do concealing on the face. We are not doing that on ourselves because neither of us have blemishes that are apparent. Except for those two. But I recommend doing your blemishes and all that after you do your foundation. You don't want to use a concealer first because your foundation can cover more than you realize, and then you would cover the concealer to hide anything that your foundation doesn't hide itself. If you're dealing with acne, you want to do very light touches and you do want to use your finger, but only pushing down and a little out. Because otherwise you might irritate it more, make it look dry and patchy, and you don't want that. But that is it for this video. I will see you all next time. Have a good day. Peace. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below to check out more videos by me and also a few more with him. Also, click over here. There's 2 videos over here, 2 previous videos. You can check those 2 out. Also, you can like and comment and tell me what you thought of this video. You could also follow Tanner on Instagram at
Tanner. That's TTANNERRR.
which you can also find a link down below in this video. Also, that's it. So next video, we're actually doing complexion, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe down below. I know we said we were going to do it this time, but we lied. Also, sorry for all the audio you might be hearing of fans in the background. It is hot as hell in New York. And we are dying, and we keep forgetting to turn the fan off to film. So I will see you all next time. Have a good day. Bye!